Welcome to episode 50.
50.
Big 50.
Oh,
Baby. 50. Look, to celebrate our 50th episode, we got to shout out Michi Chewy for always coming through and getting us drunk. They are amazing because they actually made names for the drinks.
Which they do all the time.
Incredible. But they always kill it. Yeah. For example, the watermelon lemonade mojito is called Queef Sweat. Queef Sweat, everybody. Shout out Queef Sweat. We also have a Paloma, which is also Vic Columbus. I love it.
Yeah, because Vic loves Paloma.
I love Paloma. They're probably Spaniard too. The cucumber margarita is called I Think I'm Related to Jesus. You better get that. Brown bag michi is a sing. Oh, can I get the michi chewy michelada, please? The brown bag michi. And then we also have the mango candy shot, which we're going to take right now, called Silver Teeth and Air Forces.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Michi Chewy. Book them for your, house party. Just check them out on Instagram.
Yeah, they've done Latin events. They've done my fucking, they did
and
my
they
birthday.
always change the names. It feels so, customized and special. They kill it every time.
I'm going to try to get them for my birthday, too. I'm not sure what the bar situation
Birthday's coming up, by the way.
Yeah, as soon as I find out, if we can bring our own bartenders, it's gonna be them.
And then you know what's cool about that? That they have their own printer too.
Yeah,
having a printer is very.
Having a printer is
those are
legit.
The homies with the printer.
Because the other day I went to the Backstreet Boys concert, and we had to print out our tickets. And I'm like, shit, I don't have a printer. Asked my sister if she had a printer. No. Does my mom have a printer? No. So then it's like, damn, we gotta go to Office Depot and freaking pay 10 cents to get this printed out. But yeah, having a printer is top tier.
Yeah,
I have printers. They're in the garage though.
I bought hella printers in my life, and every time I'm like, this is the one, and it never lasts very long. Because every time you try to really use it when you're in a crunch, it doesn't work.
Look, the ones that always have printers are college students.
Mm.
Yeah, but you know what's funny is when I go somewhere and I see somebody has a printer, I'm like, oh, they mean business.
Yeah, they do.
Right? They have a working printer? Wow.
Okay, let's take a shot for the 50th episode.
Let's take a shot for the 50th episode. We're taking a Silver Teeth and Air Forces shot. Shout out to the brown bag, episode 50, more to come.
Everybody take a shot with us.
Yeah, everybody.
Pause this right now.
Hold on. Everybody pick up your shotito.
Yeah. Everybody.
Angie, Joshy.
No, you don't want one?
No, you want a shot? Come on, bro.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on.
Mango this shit up.
Come on. Yeah. We won't tell anybody you're 20.
Oh. Wow. Don't tell me.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. He's not 20.
That's cap. When I met you, I was before I was 21. You took a shot with me before.
We've been actually.
I've been drinking. Vic been drinking with me since I was 19.
That's not true.
You've been drinking with yourself, and I was there, all right?
I'm supervising. Oh.
All right.
Josh, too.
Get your shot, too. Get your shot. Cheers to Brown Bag, episode 50.
50 episodes strong, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's dangerous.
That's good.
Oh, wow.
Very dangerous.
Really good.
Very dangerous.
That's good, huh? I went the
That's good. That's too good. This is why.
That's how we get fucked up.
Yes,
that's
because
how we get fucked up.
Literally, I'm starting to feel Silver Teeth and Air Force powers right
energy.
now. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, is there more of these?
I know. Ah, it's dangerous.
Bro, these are really good for summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that was really good.
I'm going to make a fake party just to invite Michi Choy to bartend.
Fucking celebrate Vic. Fucking celebrate little Vic not being with me for the weekend.
They're like, where's the party? I'm like, it's just me, man.
You want a shot?
It's just you going back and forth asking for shots? While playing 2K?
Yeah. Bro, that's like my perfect fucking Saturday.
That's a life.
Oh,
look, man. Summer vacation for a lot of us, a lot of you out there is officially here. Shout out to all the kids on summer vacation. All the parents that have to deal with them now. Like, yay!
Send their asses to summer school.
Huh? Send their asses to summer school. No, I love summer vacation, man. The pools just hit different during summer vacation. The naps after the pool hit different for summer vacation. Like, it is so fun. Summertime, bowlies hit different.
Everything hits different when you play. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I know we talked about having a summer vacation. I don't think I don't think officially me and my family ever went on a summer vacation.
Oh, like a vacay.
Ooh, you should make that one of your maybe not this year, but
I think this year we're killing two birds with one stone. Aiden's birthday's in August, which is still kind of summer.
Yeah.
So they got a big ass Airbnb, but also go to Legoland.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think
San Diego.
I think the whole family's going. But I don't think we've ever traveled somewhere.
Yeah.
Dude, it's different.
Yeah.
I know, and then Now that
family vacation.
Now that I'm getting some bread and shit, I'm thinking of doing maybe some shit like that for my family. But
that's what I'm saying.
I think the only cool shit I ever did during summer was like play hella water polo.
Yeah, the pool, the public pool in the summer.
And cops and robbers and hella football and BB guns and...
That's a lot.
And getting chased by the cops as a kid for throwing limits at cars and shit
yeah.
like that. That summers, like, bro, I always wonder why people, like, never learn how to play, like, street baseball or, like, learn how to play kick the can.
Yeah.
And shit like that. I was always just like, wow.
Or spin the bottle.
Or spin the...
Are you nervous?
I never played Are You Nervous? That's
you
crazy.
never played nervous?
Nah, nervous
Freaky
is crazy.
ass game.
Freaky.
We used to play it in the computer lab.
That's even more freaky.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You never played Are You Nervous?
Nah, spin the bottle I played, but Are You Nervous?
You just went straight to doing it.
No, it's because you know what it was? Nah, it's because...
Fuck the game.
It's because when you guys played Are You Nervous, what was like, or what grade, what age was that?
I don't know. It's just all throughout school.
Middle school?
Yeah.
Middle school.
Yeah, so like when I was in middle school, phones were already a thing.
But if you played spin the bottle, it's the same with us, like the same.
Yeah, but Are You Nervous was probably like Are You Nervous through the phone type shit, you know what I mean?
Oh, you would like...
Like it was already hella freaky through text. You get what I'm saying?
I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we were the last generation, like
So
my
Fleck
generation.
is touching your knee doing.
Was the last of you
Yeah,
have
I
to, like,
never was
talk to
like,
them.
oh, I know what game you're talking about. Like, oh,
Yeah,
hella freaky. Yeah, they're freaky.
That's all we had. We didn't have
Literally.
phones. No, we didn't have fucking
Parents are
Snapchat.
freaky.
The parents
Yes.
are freaky.
We didn't have Snapchat, dog. Like,
Facts.
we couldn't, you know?
We do that shit in real life. The fuck? Yours is in the metaverse.
Yours is in the metaverse.
Are You Nervous is crazy.
Are You Nervous is crazy. Shout out to school, summer vacation.
Shout out to all the bad shit we were doing when we were unsupervised.
We went to summer day camp at Richie Valens Park, which is not summer. Like, I thought it was like summer camp, like, you know how like they
there?
go away to camp and at a lake.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it was basically daycare, but in the summertime.
Oh.
But I think every Tuesday and Thursday we went to the pool across the street, which
cool.
is fire. And then I think on Wednesdays we took field trips. So it's like Six Flags or Knott's or like the zoo. Like you hit up a different
For sure.
every week.
For you know what's crazy that I did that, but with like junior lifeguard and shit like that. So I did junior lifeguard at the Los Angeles Swim Stadium in South Central, and like the whole summer you're there from, bro. All summer I used to like be there from like the age of like 12, 13, and 14. I was there from like 9 a.m. and all the way to 3 p.m. From 3 p.m. go eat for an hour and then go to water polo from 5 to 7.
You were a lifeguard?
And then be at the junior lifeguard.
That's pretty dope.
So that's the first time they took me to Catalina Island.
I love that. Shout out Catalina.
Shout out Catalina. I need to go this summer actually.
Did you ever do mouth to mouth to anybody?
No, I did it to a dummy.
To a dummy?
Nice.
Yeah, to a dummy.
Don't call her that.
What was
the
her
dummy.
name?
That's what it's called, the dummy. Yeah. I learned like certain techniques. Like everybody's different, like with guys and girls. And
So you
shit
know
like
the
that.
Heimlich maneuver and everything?
Or
you know mouth to mouth resuscitation?
100%. Like,
So
I know,
if I
like,
were to ever pass out, you can revive me. Pause.
Yeah, pause, super pause.
Yeah.
But I
But
know
just
there's,
know,
like, yeah,
I want to be revived.
Yeah, okay.
I don't care. Like, we'll deal with the sus shit later. Like, you feel me? Like, I want to live.
Yeah, but I know there's like certain techniques for certain shit. But yeah, man, that was cool. I love summer.
Yeah, I love summer too.
Yeah.
Did you ever see anything crazy in the pool? Like weird? Like
Oh, we used to catch couples fucking all the time.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
I swear to God, bro. When
What would you do? You whistle?
No. So we're junior lifeguards at the Los Angeles Swim Stadium. That's where I did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would sometimes you would have to like supervise. So
Yeah.
you would be like, while there's like a real lifeguard in the tower, you would be the one on the
Walking
floor
around?
walking
Yeah.
around like don't run. You know how that's like one of the biggest
Hall
ones?
monitor shit.
Yeah,
Don't
like
run.
don't run type shit.
Yeah.
And then we used to
Snitch
catch
ass
couples like serio.
yeah, damn. Dude.
Those are the best. Nah, but yeah, I used to have to tell couples like, bro, there's kids over there.
There's
You're
kids.
a
I'm a
kid.
kid. I'm a kid.
Yeah, I'm a
Think
kid.
of me.
But they were like kids too. Well, they were like high schoolers.
Yeah,
and shit,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But yeah, the pool is getting freaky.
What about poop?
Oh, poop! I for sure seen poop before. And then what sucks is like this little piece of poop is shutting down the whole pool.
Damn.
Nobody's coming.
Yeah, as it should.
And then throw up and shit like that. I've seen the throw up. I've seen
What about period?
I've never seen period.
Okay.
Jaws.
Well, I feel like if you're on your period, don't come to the pool.
Well, that's sexist.
No, that's not
That's what
sexist.
tampons are for.
Oh, does it stop at that? Oh, and then, but don't girls' periods stop when they're in the water?
I don't
Is
know.
that- I don't know, no.
That's a myth.
It's a myth. It's a myth.
You still leak a little.
You guys aren't afraid of sharks or what?
Yeah. Oh my god.
I know
Does it
the-
stop you from peeing in the pool?
Yeah, I'd be peeing
Sharks
the
come
fuck
through
out of
too.
You know what? Ever since I seen that movie Grown Ups, where the pee turns bluer.
That's fake.
I know, but like I'm still nervous because like how embarrassing is that as a grown ass man? Like all of a sudden there's like
the water around you is bright purple.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just put it out there. When if for the pool is different, I could get out. The bathroom's right there. But if I'm at the beach, I'm peeing.
Yeah, there's no coloring.
Yeah, I'm
in
peeing
there.
on myself. I don't give a fuck.
I was going to the bathroom when I went to Vegas, and everybody's like, "Why are you going? You can just go." I'm like, "Yeah, get away from me." Like,
in the pool.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going. I'm waiting in the long ass line like a civilized person.
And then
Because the Vegas pools are already nasty as fuck.
And then that's just all
pass
about
someone an STD just by peeing in the pool next to him.
Can you?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like,
We're not doctors.
I was like, Letty, wow, I didn't know that. So I'm saying this podcast teaches you a lot. But yeah, it's always weird when you're like having fun and you feel the water get hella warm. And it's like, whoa. Like when it's yours, it's cool. When it's somebody else's, like, ugh.
I'd be swimming hella far.
Yeah.
Okay, but shout out to the pool. Pool is a fun time. Angie, what happened to the period in the pool?
Oh, I saw a used pad on the pool.
Oh, what pool is this?
Vegas.
Is in the ocean? Oh,
No,
Oh, in Vegas?
Like those pool
That's
parties.
even gross. We're talking about kids, but now grown-ass adults
Yeah.
in Vegas, gross.
Yeah, I just remember everybody's like
What
spreading
pool
out.
was it? What hotel?
Can we guess?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's just those pool parties.
Damn
But
sisters.
you know how the water's already nasty, like you
Yeah,
guys
it's
were
already
saying.
gross.
If I'm gonna keep it a book, I've never been to Las Vegas pool party.
Oh,
Well,
we're
you're
gonna
still
do that.
young. You're still young.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
okay.
like just turned 21.
Yeah, do it this summer.
Yeah.
Do this summer. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We shall go.
I'm not going to.
Well, you don't want to see a pad floating around?
No, because that means if I go, then Jorge goes, and that means he's gonna see all these girls in bikinis. So no, thank you.
What?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I have owned my toxic traits. Okay. For every time I talk, there's someone like me that feels seen. Okay. Might not be a lot of girls.
I guess
but
so.
it's some
Yeah,
girls.
I guess you're
Okay.
right. Didn't we meet people at the meet and greet, and then they were like, "Oh, I'm toxic like you." or
Yeah.
something?
Oh, yeah. She was hella bad, too.
Next topic. Okay. Jurassic Park comes out this weekend. I'm so excited about the new Jurassic Park.
The new movie?
The new movie,
Oh, okay.
Jurassic
I was
Park.
hella confused.
Yeah, the new movie. It's in theaters this weekend. You don't like Jurassic Park? Is that none
I
of you?
didn't.
You're-
I don't know. It
Y'all
was never
looking at
really
me
my...
super
So
crazy.
I was a big fan of Jurassic Park growing up, but I seen Jurassic World, and I don't know if it was because I went to the drive-in theaters when I saw it. It's like really hard to pay attention at the drive-in theaters.
Why, are you trying to get freaky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I don't remember it being
Oh, man.
entertaining at all, right?
Oh my god, dinosaurs are entertaining no matter what. Like they're ripping people apart. It's freaking awesome.
I don't know. I was in and out of the movie so much I could barely hear it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how this next one is gonna be, so I'm gonna just wait a little bit and see if people say it's good, and then if it is, then I'll go. Cause I love going to movies. So
Oh my god, I just love Jurassic Park. I'm probably gonna watch it. Not gonna lie, I'm probably watching it right now. As you're watching this, I'm probably watching Jurassic Park.
I ain't gonna lie, you know what's crazy about that? That the first Jurassic Park I ever tried to watch, I was at the gym, and they have like a little theater room.
So, like, recently?
Recently, and I was like, oh wow, that shit looks interesting. Like the wife is
you
trying.
kidding?
Because Jurassic Park
this
reminds
shit came out in the 90s. Like,
Did you have a childhood?
It came out throughout all of
Yeah.
these years.
Yeah, but
But he was-
but I ain't gonna lie, like my favorite movies weren't like Jurassic Park and shit like that. Like I'm gonna keep it a
Why,
buck.
te dan miedo?
No.
his favorite movie is Frozen.
Harry
it's
Potter.
not. No, my favorite movies are like Harry Potter and I like a lot of like old gangster movies like A Bronx Tale
Oh,
and
yeah.
and like American History X
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
shit like
Well,
that.
it's the if anything, it's the oldest gangster movie because dinosaurs were definitely G's back in the day before all of us.
No, but I ain't gonna lie. When I was watching the some part I was watching at the theater
Yeah.
at the gym and shit, I was like, damn, why did he kill the girl dinosaur?
Yeah.
Cause you know there's always I hate movies like that because there's always that one guy that's trying to do fucked up shit to the innocent animal, and I'm like, leave him alone.
There's always the fool that's like out here trying to do experimentation and
Yeah,
all this
like-
bullshit. Yeah. Oh
Man,
my
fuck
god.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
That's just who it is.
I think
Wait,
that's
wait.
in the first one, right?
Yeah.
The dude. Yeah. No, you have to watch it. Oh my god, this is my favorite time. I love Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is so good that there's no other like dinosaur movies that can compete. Like they have gotten like what is it like? They've monopolized that market
Yeah.
of dinosaur movies. And there's been like Godzilla or like other ones, but there's no. If it's a dinosaur movie, it's Jurassic Park that's coming out.
Was there some shit that ever surprised you about a movie? And I have mine on the top of my head because I just
Say
recently
it.
see it. Dumbledore's gay.
Yeah, I told you guys in the
from the Fantastic Beasts
yeah.
thing. So so the new one came out.
Shout out to Pride Month.
Shout out Pride Month, yeah. Shout out Pride Month.
Love is
Dumbledore
love.
icon.
Love wins.
You feel me? But I think, so I was watching Fantastic Beasts, and I see, the Secrets of Dumbledore's out, but then my sister's like, you gotta watch the first two. So I'm like, I think I've seen the first one, but I'm gonna just rewatch them. So I was on HBO Max, I watched them back to back, boom, 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 boom. And then I was like, and then he explains how, but it's dope because as such a big Harry Potter fan, you always wonder, like, how did Dumbledore's sister die? What is the
backstory
for an obscure and shit like
The
that,
origin,
right?
yeah.
And then I was like, and I even called my sister like, Dumbledore's gay? She's like, yeah, and I was like, that's fucking crazy, like, like it was just dope to see like all the stories come together,
Right.
And it's dope to like always have a backstory to shit,
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then Dumbledore. Biggest enemy is also the love of his life.
Yep, and that's why they became enemies.
And then I was like, wow.
Wait, who was the love of his life?
Fucking how do you say his name? Grindelwald?
Grindelwald, yeah.
Grindelwald.
It's just him
Johnny
and
Depp.
Grindelwald were like homies, and then they
fell in love.
because they wanted to do basically two different things. Think of like Professor X and what's the other one? Magneto.
Yeah.
How they were homie, but like each wants to do something different with the powers of the super guys. So one of them as a wizard wants to only be wizard people and fuck humans. And then
He's like,
Dumbledore
fuck
is
muggles
like no.
and shit like that.
But they were a couple, but then their views made them
This was like OG
dissing each
Voldemort.
other.
Like
Voldemort's OG?
kind of started through it.
Like fucking
This is pre-Voldemort era.
yeah.
This is Dumbledore.
Fucking Dumbledore's the love of his life.
Yeah.
Is like a big Voldemort.
But I guess spoiler alert.
No,
That
the
shit came
movie's-
out a few months ago, right?
Yeah, but still,
like a month
for people
ago.
that haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
well, yeah, I was like, wow, it tripped me out. But even
That's a
like
plot twist, for
but even like the way, like that's fucked up how he killed his sister.
Spoiler alert again.
Yeah, but yeah. It just caught me like I was like, wow, I've been a Harry Potter fan.
That seems interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I might want to
It's
watch it now.
fantastic.
And that
Beasts.
wasn't something that was noted like publicly. I think the author, J.K. Rowling, had said like in a tweet or something that Dumbledore was gay, but this is the time where she actually showed it in movies.
Yeah, in movies and shit. Yeah, so I was like, oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. But I suggest you watch it because I enjoyed watching.
Great movie, Fantastic Beasts.
Mm-hmm.
It shows you the other side of the wizarding world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool beans.
Interesting.
Jurassic Park though, I cannot wait. I love all things Jurassic Park and dinosaurs. If you were a dinosaur, which dinosaur would you be? Ew.
I want to be the fly. What are they called? Pterodactyls, the fly
Yeah.
ones? Pterodactyls is the fly.
Pterodactyl, the one that fly.
Can you spell pterodactyl?
I can't.
It's with the P. Starts with the P. That's
Does
all I
it?
know. Yeah, it starts with the P.
Yeah, that's a P.
The P is silent.
P.
Yeah.
Pterodactyl.
That's crazy. Huh?
I'll be a raptor.
Ooh, raptors are cool.
Yeah.
What are the ones that are vegan?
Herbivore. Oh, long neck?
Yeah.
I'll be an alligator.
Because alligators were around.
I know.
He's prehistoric
I thought he was doing
motherfucker.
something.
Ooh, big.
Ooh, I know a little bit of science and
I'd
history.
be a turtle. Oh, big. Okay. Shout out to everybody that's graduating.
Wow.
We're actually going over our graduation songs in high school. Which were your guys's?
Mine was Congratulations by Post Malone.
Mine was I Got a Feeling by Black Eyed Peas.
I got a feeling. So everyone was like singing and dancing. That
Yeah.
one. Not gonna lie, I didn't graduate on stage again in high school because I was pregnant.
Oh.
So you didn't want to?
No, I just didn't. Like when you're pregnant, sometimes they move you to another school, and that's kind of.
Oh, you went to the pregnancy school?
Yeah, the pregnancy.
Like pregnant high.
Yeah, but hey, look at me now. So
Thanks.
hey,
Hey,
if you're going through that, don't count yourself out. You know what's crazy is for a long time I lied about the college I went to. So I remember like in when I started working at Power with Big Boy, he had asked the room like, oh, where'd everybody go to college or whatever? And then there was a girl, they're like, oh, I went to Cal State LA and I went to da-da-da. And I was like, fuck. And I always knew there was a university by like where I live. It was called Woodbury University. It's a private one. So I just legit always said I went to Woodbury University. I never went to Woodbury University. I went to LA Mission College and I went to LA City College. Was it City? Valley.
Was a guy, bro. Fun fact, I went there too for 1 hour. Hey, alumni.
Let's go. Look at us.
I think never mind.
Yeah, it's fine. Hey, bro. Okay, we get it. You're a
I didn't
fucking
graduate
crocodile. It's cool. Like, but I don't know. I had such a embarrassment to say I went to community college because everyone else was saying like they got these degrees, but then Big is like, I didn't even go. I'm like, I come from being a bodyguard or whatever. So to me, he made it feel like less of like you have to like be this like straight shot or something like that. And I think that might be what I'm an example of because I was a teen mom. You know, I didn't do the college route like that. Definitely, like we talked about the 8th grade stuff a couple podcasts ago, and then even the high school stuff. But there are also people that go through that may feel like counted out because they're not going through those steps. 100%. But just FYI, there's space for you too. So
yeah, absolutely. Look, and then us three, none of us graduated college. Oh.
Yeah, none of us went to college, and we're doing pretty good for ourselves.
Look at us.
Yeah, but just need a hustle.
If this fails, I don't know what we're gonna do. But
yeah, but I ain't gonna like. When I graduated high school, it was like a big sense of relief. I remember like I was like, all right, look, I fucked up. I think I've talked about this too, but I'm like, all right, I fucked up all these years for my mom. Let me give her one thing. She wants a diploma, dog. And then I remember I pushed hard. I did a great mural for my school. Did a great senior project, and then I also did a speech.
Let's go. I
did a speech and
I remember it. Give us a little bit.
I think briefly I remember talking about my mom and my dad's situation, and then you know because people always see me like I was like the funny loud one, squabbling but cool as fuck with everybody. And I remember I said this part in Spanish where I told the parents to let the kids live their life because a lot of friends I went to school with a lot of girls and guys.
How'd you say it in Spanish?
That they were just following their parents' dreams. And I was just like, miren papás, no es la vida de ustedes, es de ellos. Y si ellos quieren hacer esto, vivir su vida, ustedes tienen que. I was like going in on the parents. and understand, when I went to high school, I was, you know, our areas are Echo Park, Pico Union, Westlake, so we're all kids of immigrant parents.
Yeah.
I think there was maybe like 1 or 2 kids that their parents knew English. Everybody else was like, oh my God, ay mijo. You know, but I was like, déjalos vivir su vida, déjalos aprender, no sé, and then I was gonna curse, and I was like,
Mark Anthony song played. Oh yeah, vivir.
and then when but it was funny because when I was walking up the stage, homies were like, do your dance, do and I was like, I was doing my shit. It was, you know, I had to flex, and one of my classmates, his uncles are the ops, so they see me do my speech. They were at the graduation. We kept it respectful for the graduation.
That's good.
Yeah, you know, respected it for the graduation. But yeah, it was dope, man. So if you graduated, congratulations.
Congratulations, we're here for you.
Yeah.
And then if whatever you choose to do, make sure it's the right move for you.
Yeah.
Not for your fucking parents, because that shit sucks.
Yeah.
And I understand some situations could be a little different, but make sure you're happy with yourself. And I say this because my mom did not want this for me. And it's not that she was like doubting it, but it was like, you gotta be realistic with life sometimes. And I was like, dude, I can't go to school. It's just not. I can't sit there and focus. I got ADHD. Like, it's just not gonna work out. So, you know what I mean? So make sure you do whatever you do makes you happy. Or if doing what you don't want to do makes you a lot more money and you feel happy like that, do that too.
And shout out to the people that didn't graduate. Your life isn't over.
Definitely not.
Keep trying. Keep working at it.
Or go to summer school and get that shit over with.
Yeah, find a trade. Find something you're passionate about and do it. You'll be surprised. Nobody asks you for your high school diploma later on in life.
Facts.
They just know. They just want to know if you can actually do the job or not.
Yeah.
So just échale ganas.
Yeah.
And then also, I would say, be very understanding of your parents, especially when, like how Zuno said, they might give you consejos against the thing you want to do. It's coming from a place of love. It's coming
100%,
from,
100%.
they want the best for you. They're low-key afraid. Probably their first they're the ones that came here from another country. So all they know is, like, we have to, like, it's work to get away from this life. And then here I have this child that's trying to do some weird shit. Or to them, they just don't understand it. So they're just trying to, with the most best intentions of love, like, trying to look out for you. They're afraid. They don't want you to fail. They don't want you to break your heart. They know life is hard. But also, like, just give them understanding, but doesn't mean that you need to stop. Because sometimes you don't understand why they're not supporting you, and then that leads to friction. But you just put yourself in their shoes, seeing their kid, like, kind of, you just want to be as careful as possible and as protective as possible. So that's what I got to say from a parent's perspective.
Yeah.
However, let's move to Don't You Know I'm Local, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Don't you know I'm local. So, first of all, we got to talk about this bill that's being proposed. It's not going to be, it's not in been passed yet. It's a proposal of a bill to keep cities open till 4 a.m. to serve alcohol.
Yes!
The cities that are currently like in a pilot program, if this goes through, would be West Hollywood, Fresno, Coachella, Cathedral City, Palm Springs, basically all of the 760 and West Hollywood, San Francisco, and Oakland. And so they want to make it so that they can stay open until 4 a.m. to serve alcohol.
I love this. Yes. Yes.
Okay, I know you guys don't have the answers, but I'm just gonna ask the question aloud. I don't know if this counts for clubs, because if so, then that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but either way, like even if the liquor stores are open till 4 or whatever, like it's good and bad. You know,
Yeah.
it's good. Like it's good for those nights where you're just like, oh shit, it's like 1:30 and we don't have enough time, and it's 1:50. Like now, I don't know what we're gonna do. You know, those thoughty nights, you know, that some of us may go through, but it's good. Like it's good to have the option. You know what I'm saying? I hope nothing crazy comes from it, you know, long term or whatever. But I'm excited to see. I'm all for like change. I just get excited with change. So it's like, oh shit, this is gonna change the dynamic of. I live there. I live in Hollywood, so it's like it's gonna change the dynamic of the area. Perhaps.
I just want to know, like, I want to know what the situation is like. Like 4 a.m. food, that means at 3 a.m. I can get it cracking, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It extends our life. You know
yeah, bro. Like,
remember on your birthday, I drunkenly ordered a bottle of Casamigos at like 1:34 or something like that, and then it came like after 2 because the guy had to buy it right before 2, and then he just shows up and I was like, everybody's like, oh, we ran out of beer, and I was like, I got a bottle, like a hero.
But yeah, I think situations like that, and then I think for like club owners, they make more money.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? So
bottle
after-
girls gonna get paid more now.
Yeah, the bottle girl's gonna get it popping. I don't know. I'm all for this law, but obviously, yeah, like it could have its ups and downs. Cause imagine buying a bottle at 3:40 and you have to work at 5 a.m.
Dang.
Like it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
I like it
different.
though. I like it though.
I'll sleep either way. I'm the viejita of the.
Letty's like on her way to power, and me and Vic are going
Nice.
to a liquor store.
Getting another
We run
bottle.
into each other. She's stopping for like a power bar, and we're up
Yeah.
there
But that's what makes us who we
trying
are.
to get some Casamigos.
To get freako. I don't know how you feel about it, Letty.
That's how I feel about it. That's
It's
my
just
thoughts.
like it's
Yeah.
like for you,
No,
whatever.
it's good. Yeah, and I just think it's gonna come to LA. But I know that they've also tried this proposal before, and it hasn't passed for a reason. I'm assuming so. I don't want to get my hopes up yet.
I wonder what is the reason that they make 2 a.m. a curfew. Do you know?
I don't know. I do think it has to do with the time zones because although it's 2 here, the rest of the world is already waking up. Like at 4 a.m. our time, it's 7 a.m. on the East Coast. And business-wise, it doesn't make sense for us to still be like in party mode when literally the rest of the world is waking up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
It's
Oh,
gonna
okay.
put us
That's
behind
crazy. I never thought about that.
business-wise.
Damn! Imagine we have like a Zoom, like 7, and we're at the club at 5.
Yeah.
Like or getting out the club at 4. Kind of crazy.
Super crazy. But how about this? The freaking Mets came to Dodger Stadium talking that BS. So there is a tweet by a Mets insider that says Mets aren't thrilled with the working conditions at Dodger Stadium. According to one Met, the video room is dingy and smells like rat urine. Says it's far below MLB standards.
Well, the Mets could suck a big one.
Didn't Mets lose in the series for the Dodgers?
Yeah, and they suck.
They were-
And you guys are from fucking New York. Your
It just
whole
happened
city
because-
smells like rat piss.
Yeah, like
yeah.
y'all really complaining.
Big ass
right
rats
now?
like this for no reason.
Yeah.
I was trying to eat my pizza.
I told you.
Chopped cheese.
Didn't I tell you?
I almost stepped on one like I stepped on cockroaches
Yeah.
in LA. So you guys can fuck off, Mets. Don't come here no more.
Yeah.
You guys suck either way. You can't complain when you suck.
Yep.
You just can't.
Did they lose the series? I want to just triple check that.
They lost
they
me
beat us.
money 2 times in a row.
They lost me money. See, Josh said
Yeah.
fuck him too.
So
Look.
you bet on the Mets versus the
No, I bet
Dodgers?
on the
No, I bet on the Dodgers.
The Dodgers fucking lost like 3 times in a row.
Oh, so the Dodgers.
Look,
lost
I'm
series.
not here for a B team complaining about A team conditions. Okay, the Mets are a B team in New York talking about this video room is dingy. It
Yeah.
smells like rat.
Beat the
Okay,
Yankees first.
yeah. Okay, look. First of all, you are dingy
You
in
smell
general.
like right here.
You feel me? Like, and you guys always get the Dodgers' best players. You benefit from our farm system. Mike Piazza, didn't forget about that. Paula Duca, didn't forget about that. There's no room for you guys to talk shit. And if anything, applaud the Dodgers for making it harder for the visiting team to beat us. Like,
That's
this is
what
just
I thought
strategy.
it was. Yeah, and I'm like, that's great strategy to make
Yeah.
them feel so uncomfortable in our house that's what they smell like rat urine when they're out on the field and we're beating their ass.
Yeah.
However, that didn't work if they Dodgers lost the series.
Well, this time, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's like, fuck who wins the series is who's gonna win the World Series.
The war.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck the what is it? Fuck the battle.
Battle. It's about
Look,
war,
the Mets are the
baby.
Clippers of New York, so let's just keep
Yeah.
it G.
Yeah, and then like I doubt it smells like rat urine. I doubt that, bro.
And the only reason you think it smells like rat urine is because you know what rat urine smells like. Hey, guess what? For us, we don't know what it smells like.
Yes!
So-
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, fucking rat urine smellers.
It was your
Anyway.
blanket that you brought from home.
Moving on from rats to bees. So bees are now considered fish here in Cali.
Nah, go.
No, this is real shit. So there's
Hey,
certain.
on the note, somebody put what the fuck.
That was me.
So, honey is
So-
mariscos?
Probably. So there's the California Endangered Species Act, and it's designed to protect native species and subspecies of birds, mammal, fish, amphibian, reptiles, and plants. Now, insects are not in that. But like bees are something called an invertebrate. They're absent from that list. But there's a loophole that says that fish are also invertebrates. So somehow they're like, hey, this is an invertebrate of the water. Here's an invertebrate of the air. Can they be in the same family? And somehow it did that. So the act itself defines a fish as a wild fish, mollusk, crustacean, invertebrate, amphibian, and goes on and on. So basically saying that if a fish is an invertebrate and a bee is an invertebrate, then a bee is a fish. If this is confusing you, it's fine. It's confusing us. But hey, guess what? The courts were like, all right, it's eligible now. Bees are now eligible for greater protection. You know, if we lose bees, it's really bad for our system and our earth and all of that. So this is kind of like the loophole to get them protected a little bit more. So yeah, bees are fish, yo.
That is crazy. It's gonna be a hella marisco people pulling up like, what's up, wey? Tengo bees.
¿Tienes abeja?
¿Tienes abeja?
I just want to know what the conspiracy behind this is. Because this shit
Right.
doesn't happen on accident. Like, there has to be something that this is leading to, that they're going to be like, okay, guys,
Right.
you have bees and fish, and now you have to eat, like, bees for breakfast, or all mariscos place have to serve bees. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, there's something, like, there's a dark,
Right.
twisted thing behind this. It can't just be that simple of, like, this is, we don't know. This is like the wool over our eyes, and then later on it's going to be something
else.
stupid.
Dang.
Probably.
Or what if just bees want to identify as fish now?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Pride Month?
Wow.
It's June.
I'm all for it. I mean, shit. I mean, to me, look.
Fish are identifying as bees now?
Look, I'm gonna keep it about. I've never been stung before.
Good.
Does it hurt that bad?
It hurts.
Can a fish sting you?
Maybe.
Wow.
I remember the homie stung himself before, and the homie like just pee on your hand, fool, and it worked.
Oh.
Sure to God.
Stung by a bee and they peed on their hand?
I've
Yeah.
heard about that before.
Yeah.
No, that's a jellyfish.
No.
That's a fish.
See?
Wow.
You're right.
Shout out to
Wow.
bees.
Shout out the bees and the jellyfish.
Shout out to
we
bees.
go. Shout out to them.
Wow.
Oh, Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin.
Stingray killed him. Thanks for
That's-
that.
Jose, you're going to
really?
fucking-
You're happy about that? That joke you made?
That's my bloke right there,
Wow.
man.
Wait, he got killed by a stingray?
Crikey. Yeah. It was really sad.
Yeah, he got killed by a stingray. It's very, very confusing. I don't know what the intention
Right.
is behind this, but I will find it. It's something. Something is out there.
Yeah. Well, it's here. There's this other thing I want to talk to you guys about, and it's really crazy. But maybe I'll save it for next podcast. I think it needs to go through a filter before we bring it on air.
Okay.
Because we low-key might get canceled for it. But let's move on to CNR. This is a special edition of CNR because we were talking about J-Lo, and we didn't know if we should do 3 J-Lo songs or 3 J-Lo movies. We couldn't agree. So instead of CNR, we are doing J-Lo's music versus J-Lo's movies. If you could only have one, J-Lo's music or J-Lo's movies, which would it be?
I'm gonna have to go with Taylor's boyfriends.
Why? Explain it. I want to hear.
Because Jenny from the block. She with the functions. I like how she don't care that she's a little activa.
She's very active.
Yeah, she's super horneada about it, and I'm all for
But
it.
she's fine as fuck, too.
Yeah, she bad,
Got
dude.
it.
Hey, get your knees, girl. Get your young on, you know what I mean?
Let's go.
I ain't mad at her. She be getting it cracking with the riches, you feel me?
Yeah.
She don't give a fuck. She ain't ashamed.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I don't know. Her personality, like, Jada kind of the block, you feel me?
Hell yeah.
She kick it,
J-Lo's cool as fuck.
get past, and then get the fuck out. Not like that, but I mean, I'm just saying she's with the functions.
See, you had me until you didn't. And then,
No, but J-Lo's music's amazing.
okay, so you would go J-Lo's music over J-Lo's movies.
Yes. Oh, it's because it's hard, because Selena's a great movie.
Incredible movie.
She killed that role.
Did
I'm
so much for little Latinos everywhere.
100%.
And Latinos.
And J-Lo, by the way, you're amazing. You're beautiful. If you're seeing this, just
Yeah.
know I love you. My last name, me and you have the same last name. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I wish, you feel me? If we get married, you don't have to change it.
Well, maybe.
Is she married again?
She's about to
Again?
marry. She's not
I mean-
Jay Affleck.
She's engaged.
She's engaged again?
Yeah.
How many rings does she have?
She has more than Tom Brady?
You
More-
know what
more
I
than
don't
Kobe?
get is that people get at J-Lo for getting proposed to. It's like the guys are proposing to her. Like, it's not.
Horneados.
But
Anyway,
it's
huh?
like, she's bummed. Like, who wouldn't propose to
If we
her? Like,
think-
that's not her bad
Hey.
if she's a fucking catch.
If you think that there's like a thing in the industry where it's like, damn, you got J-Lo.
Yeah. As it would be with like anybody.
Do you think it's like a big deal? Do you think like J-Lo still calls her parents when she gets engaged, or it's more like normal, like everyday activity kind of thing?
Like, she just...
Like it's not a big deal. Like it was a big deal like first or second time, and now she
I don't
just
know.
sends a text
There's like guys
engaged.
that get married multiple times. So
It's like-
I just
Yeah,
think
Ricky
it's
Martin.
different,
Mark Anthony.
Oh, Mark Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're the same. They're
Yeah.
probably made for each other.
Yeah, well, they
Ricky
were-
Martin?
No, Mark
Mark
Anthony.
Anthony, yeah.
J-Lo.
And
They
J-Lo.
have.
were married.
They probably have equal. I know. That's what I'm saying.
And
They
they
probably
were
have
married?
They
equal
were
amount of
married
rings.
and they had kids.
They're the same person.
Yeah.
Little do we know.
Bro, she still looks so bad after all them kids, huh?
J-Lo's music or J-Lo's movies is the topic.
Oh, J-Lo's music.
But like, why? Tell me.
Are
Explain.
you ready? I don't know. You know why? You know why?
And you know that that's the wrong lyrics.
Oh, that's a lyric?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like her music
It's
more.
R-U-L-E. You're spelling out rule, like Ja Rule.
Oh. Well, what is it? Say it again.
You said, "Are
The
you ready?"
way you walk, the way
But she's
you
spelling
talk.
out R-U-L-E, like Ja Rule.
Oh,
Rule.
whatever the fuck.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's
I was
like,
like,
it's
just
a
know I'm
common.
fucking her.
Yeah. Yes.
No, but yeah, I don't know. Her music just
So that song to you is more important to have versus Selena.
no. When it comes to the movie, Selena is just like you know what I mean. But it's just her music was always fire.
Yeah.
and she bad fool.
Yeah.
She's also great.
Well, she's bad in movies too.
Yeah,
so.
she's. I ain't gonna lie. All the movies I've seen her in, she's always like, yeah, she bad. I don't know, it's hard, but if I had to choose one, like if you were to tell me like, you wanna watch this J-Lo movie or do I wanna go to a party and listen to J-Lo's music, I'm gonna listen to J-Lo's music.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
And the "Are You Ready" song.
And the Are You Ready song. I was telling
Okay.
you ready. See, you learn things here. So what is it? Put me on it.
R-U-L-E. You're spelling out
Oh,
rule.
Are You Ellie? That's what it is? Okay, now I know, see?
I love it.
I thought it was ready the whole time. Nobody
It's
ever
fine.
corrected me. Piece of shit.
She's answering to him because he says, "What's my
Fucking
Name.
name. R-U-L-E.
She freaky, even her song. I love her. Jenny from the block.
Vic, J-Lo's music or J-Lo's movies?
So the only way to like figure this out in my mind was like I'm like putting 3 of the best J-Lo songs against 3 of the best J-Lo movies, right? So
Okay.
there's I'm Real with Ja Rule.
That's "Are You Ready?"
Yeah.
Are you ready? I
And then there's
feel like we should rename the song.
Love Don't Cost a Thing, incredible song.
Oh my God.
I miss you too.
That's
Yeah.
so crazy.
And then there is the Waiting for Tonight.
Oh.
Whoa. That shit used to bang back in like 99, 98. I was on my way to school listening to it. My mom was like,
Matrix 5 before
Yeah.
the Matrix, low-key.
that was
Around
first
the
auto
time.
tune.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay,
Well,
so
it wasn't, but
one of the first auto tune. Yeah, before T-Pain. And then there's like Selena, obviously. There's Made in Manhattan, incredible movie. Favorite scene in that movie is when she sits on the dude's face because his face is on a bench.
yeah,
That show's hilarious.
you love that.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you sat on my face. And then she's like, eh. Like,
And that's how she gets those rings.
yeah,
I wish
incredible.
that was my face.
Okay.
And then Enough. Remember Enough?
Incredible.
That shit is incredible. Oh, man.
So what are you choosing?
I might have to go movies.
Movies, J-Lo movies over J-Lo music.
Yeah,
What about you?
What about you?
I was about to fight you, Vic. I'm so glad you chose J-Lo's movies. J-Lo's movies, you guys. Like, low-key, her music is great. But Ashanti could give us that. And low-key, Ashanti did sing a lot of those initially. So if J-Lo was not here, her music, that music, somebody else would be singing that shit.
Yeah.
But the movies are really good. Like, I think of Selena, incredible. Again, like but I think J-Lo is more than just Selena. Like, even one of my favorite movies, period, is My Family, Mi Familia. And she's in Mi Familia.
Oh, dude, that movie's gangster.
And so if I didn't have that movie, there was a girl in that movie that was Salvadorian, and I didn't ever know, like, even if I knew, like, Mexican stuff, I didn't know Salvi stuff, but it was represented there, and I think that's really important, too.
No, yeah, she killed that role.
And just giving us our history in Cali, that we were here, like, you know, it's like we didn't cross the border crossed us vibes. I think that's an incredible movie. Enough, I love, because as a domestic violence survivor, what she did at that time, I never saw that in movies.
Yeah.
Like, what she did.
I've never seen that movie. I gotta watch
You
it.
have to watch
really
it.
good.
It's really, really good.
So I love that. And then there's also the funny ones. Like, she has like you said, like the Made in Manhattan movies. I think
Wedding Planner.
She just had the Marry Me one with Maluma.
Oh, yeah.
She can just
The Wedding
fit
Planner.
in that range. Yeah.
A lot of them to do with weddings is kind of ironic, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
there goes that.
Yeah.
I
Was she
really,
the method actor?
I really like her movies. Like, and I think that space, especially when we talk about the lack of representation of Hispanics in movies, I really appreciate that.
100%.
So-
And then I don't want to take that away from her. When I said music,
Well, you did.
it's just, I know I didn't. I just know more music than I do movies. And some of these movies I've seen because of my sisters, I just didn't pay attention to because it was like, oh, that's a fucking movie my sister chose.
Yeah.
But she killed it in Mi Familia.
I love that
And
movie.
then and then in Mi Familia, that character she
And
plays.
Anaconda I love Anaconda. But I also like Jurassic Park, Anaconda. Those are great movies, and she was in it.
And then-
Anaconda
She
was
in
incredible.
Anaconda.
Ice Cube
was in it.
Yeah.
And then in Mi Familia, is she getting married or is her 15?
No, she's the mom, or like she's the mom young.
She's the mom young.
Familia. She's
She's
the
the
mom when
younger
the mom
version
crosses.
of the mom.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. I see what
Yeah.
you're saying, yeah. But she's an all around great person.
Yeah,
I just
she
wanna
is.
Put that out there.
So shout out to J-Lo.
She's a great person.
I love her.
He's like he's
So you know when you're
metaphor.
growing up, you don't know about somebody, you just hear about her all the time.
Yeah.
She's like that person. Like
is
I was
that
just
person.
like, oh, she's just perfect.
And you know, we are also gonna Brown Pride. Jennifer Lopez, she just got awarded the 2022 MTV Generational Award.
Yes.
The reason why we even did this CNR vibe is because her acceptance speech is going viral, and she's dedicating it to like her family. I could play a piece that I just press play wherever you're on it. She's almost crying.
She was incredible. Her speech was so fire.
And her body. Maybe we should go to the top.
What does she show love to?
Well, she just shows love. Like, it's to her kids, to anytime she didn't believe in herself, anytime somebody else didn't believe in her. Like, it's just really, like, it's a great speech.
It was dope. She said, I want to give a thanks to rejection, to failure. Like,
Wish I could marry her.
You know, I look at those movies and
she wouldn't have to change her last name.
I see all the wonderful people that I've been blessed to know and to work with. You're only as good as the people that you work with. And if you're lucky, they make you better. I want to thank all the people who gave me this life. I want to thank the people who gave me joy and the ones who broke my heart. The ones who were true and the ones who lied to me. I want to thank true love.
Dang, she's
and I
still
wanna
bad
thank
as
the way
fuck.
that I lied to myself. Because that's
kiss
how
her.
I knew that I had to grow.
Their forehead.
I want to thank disappointment and failure for teaching me to be strong, and my children for teaching me to love.
Let's go. This is an incredible speech. So shout out, definitely take the time to watch it. Shout out Brown Pride, Jennifer Lopez. And you know, I know we're clowning about her relationship, but you know, there's so many other people that if they can dance like she dances, if they can make music like hit songs, and if they can make movies like her, they'd be called a triple threat. Like we see it happen all the time with either different actors, singer, anybody that does it, but we don't do that to J-Lo. We make fun of her either whether it's her relationship status or like that she's mid on whatever those categories are. But I just want to big up her for even doing that, for taking those risks or even trying to and still killing it, looking like how she looks, performing all the time. Like that stuff's not easy, you know? And I see why that means so much to her. You know, she talks about being snubbed recently about, I think it was the Oscars. They didn't nominate her and stuff like that. And she felt like, damn, I've been really putting in that work. She's 50, upwards of 50 years old. And so
her work ethic is really so admirable.
That shit is crazy.
Because, like you said, people can talk shit about this, about that, about this. But the truth is she's been relevant for 30 years. Yeah. And she started from nothing. Like nobody handed her something, or her parents weren't some people that just put her in the game. It was literally from a dancer, a fly girl in living color, to work her way to the very, very top
She's a hustler.
Of the world. Yeah. And still, like, you can just, you know, I feel like when you're older, you know, you are like, your body's more a reflection of you, because when you're younger, you can kind of like just get away with shit. The fact that she looks like that, it's not on accident. And it's not like surgeries. I mean, it might be, I don't know, who knows. Well, but even if we're not judging her, but like she gets up every day and goes to the gym and works for that body. You know what I'm saying?
And even if it, like, surgeries can only do so much. Like you could see the tone and all of that. Like that's her. And then, not to compare them at all, but I see how much either we revere like a Kim Kardashian or the shit that she's built, but like there was a time when people thought like J-Lo didn't work for what she has because her things never really like pushed for. Like her acting was cool, but it's not like Denzel at Washington, right? But it's like when you compare that to somebody that like literally people are just famous for being famous, she really hustled to be famous, you know? And it's never stopped. She's not even just on like you think fashion icon, that green dress, iconic. People dress up as her, as her, not like as the people she played. You know, like even fashion is a freaking is a skill and a talent. So just shout out to J-Lo. You are incredible. So
I love you,
Jennifer Lopez.
Brown Pride for show. Yeah. So no me digas. It is June. And Complex, they came out with a list of the top albums so far in 2022. And there are a list of albums that are definitely deserve the shine and deserve the love. Like the top 3, I believe, is Vince Staples at 3, Pusha T's latest album at 2, It's Almost Dry, and number 1 is Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers by Kendrick Lamar. I was looking at that list because it's not a just hip hop list. It's like full genre, right? And I was like, dude, Bad Bunny has to be on here. Just from the impact alone, even if you don't speak Spanish, like, you know about these songs, like, they're hitting on the billboards, like, they're doing everything they need to be recognized. And I think it was a list of 50, and Bad Bunny is at 31 on this list.
Complex.
31 on this list of the best albums of 2022 so far.
Hey, Jose, when you're editing this, just zoom in on my face real quick. Complex, you bullshit. And then I get it. Letty, biggest fan of Kendrick. I love Kendrick too. We all love Kendrick. Vince Staples, I didn't even listen to the album, but I'm pretty sure it's great.
Great album.
Pusha T's album, I didn't really listen to it either because it's just not really my thing. But I have 2 of the most known hip hop heads that I know, and the people very well known. Letty, have you ever worked with Complex?
No.
Never. Okay, but Letty's done a lot with hip hop in general.
Yeah.
That the fucking disrespect is amazing, bro. It is fucking crazy, bro. It is crazy, and nothing to do with, because I can't put Kendrick's out, but nothing to do with Pusha T or Vince Staples. But Babani whooped y'all asses when it comes to numbers and the impact he had and his rollout. It was just at a next fucking level. Yeah. And the fact that I think you said on the group chat that Rosalia's number 7.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that shit is complex. Who the fuck works for you? Not Letty, Vic, or me.
Yeah.
Because that shit is crazy, bro. And I'm not saying this just because he Latino, no. Because Rosalia's Latina, and I don't think she should have been there.
She's not Latina.
What is she?
She's Spaniard.
Well, whatever the fuck she is.
Yeah.
She's a fucking Vic. You know what I mean? But, bro, 31 is real life fucking disrespectful,
yeah, that feels
bro.
very far off. Like, I could even see that if you are, like, not as in tune, it would still be top 10 album for me, full genre. Like, even if you put these 3 because you're more of a hip hop publication, you cannot tell me Bad Bunny is that, like, like to me, 31 is not memorable. 31 is but like Bad Bunny's undeniable.
Ooh, that shit is crazy.
The people that you have on your list, like, fuck with Bad Bunny. Like, that's my shit. Is like, dude, it sometimes it feels almost intentional. You know that, and that's something with Complex too. I remember having this conversation with Nipsey because Complex has a lot of lists, and one they downplayed him on, and he's just talks about it. Like, sometimes it feels like the cynic route is the route to go to for these publications because it gets people riled up. But then are you really appreciating the music, you know?
Yeah.
And if you were really appreciating the music, you could see how undeniable Bad Bunny is. I wasn't always a fan of Bad Bunny, like, 100%. But I can say, like, wow, this guy has pushed through. He's crossed over. His music is on English genre stations. Like, it's not just, oh, it's just the Latinos like him.
Yeah,
you know,
and
it's not that at all.
And then my thing is, do you know what they base it off? Like, if they base it off numbers, if that's the case, he should have been number one. And
I don't think more Billboard bases it off numbers. Complex takes a lot of things into account. But also they should hold a standard of some kind of, like, their opinion should also be well-rounded.
100%.
Whereas regardless of what they're going at, they have like a full scope of the scene and what music is doing.
Yeah, and then this is just for 2022, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
this year.
Okay, yeah. So I know there's, like, I'm pretty sure there's, like, the only albums that
I don't know 30 albums this year that
that's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Bad Bunny.
and then the ones I can name is for sure the Pusha T one, because I know you guys are Pusha T fans. I can name the Kendrick one. Obviously, I'm from LA. And the Bad Bunny one. Every other album, obviously, probably the Jack Harlow one's in there, but 31 is crazy, dog. Putting this man at 31 is probably one, like, that is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so, like, to me, right, this is, like, kind of my area. It's like, this is writers, this is people that are putting together lists. Like, I know how the back end of it works, right? So when these lists are put together, it's like emails go out and they say, hey, we're naming, you know, the top 50. They'll give you like 100 to choose from, and then they'll say, you put them in order the way you think, and, you know, we're gonna round them all up, and then we're gonna, like, you know, move them around from there for the most part. That's how they do it at, like, you know, POW and stuff like that. So, like, I'm pretty sure it's the same.
What's POW?
Passion of the West.
Oh, okay.
So I'm pretty sure it works very similarly. A lot of times you have to, like, do not ask the question, who works there? Mm-hmm. Who's making these lists?
Yeah, because I've seen.
But now it's not just like, cause see, my thing too, I could chalk it up as like it's white people.
Yeah,
It's not, because I know that there's, I think specifically that dude works there. He's Hispanic. Yeah.
Is it him?
You're not in tune, man.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm just look.
Well,
I'm not
I
the
know he
hip-
works there.
Yeah. I'm not the hip hop head or the music head or whatever the fuck. But I feel like when you know something's good, bro. Like, it can't be that fuck. I mean, obviously, how you guys were saying this, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things around it.
To probably defend him, like, okay, for example, I did the same thing for The Land magazine, right? This is a LA publication. So I wrote about the All Eyes on Me project by Tupac. They didn't tell me where it was going to be placed. They said, can you write about this album? Right? So when he wrote it, I'm sure he didn't know it was going to be placed 31st. So we can't jump on him. It's really the editor.
I didn't say that he wrote it. I don't know if he wrote it.
Oh.
He asked who works there.
Oh, who works there? Okay. So even though, like, regardless, like, whoever works there, whoever wrote this didn't necessarily place it, right?
Okay.
But it is an editor that is probably not in tune. You know what I'm saying? It's probably not Latino, and put this up there, and it's way, way, way too low. That's a top 5 album of
that's crazy.
the year easily. Like, when it again, you don't even have to speak Spanish to listen to the different sonics and the different attention to detail, all the risks he took. If you can just talk to somebody that understands Spanish, you'll understand
the impact
of it, and all the risks he took as a musician, as a creative. When you have songs like Titi me preguntó, and then you have Yo no soy celoso. Yeah. It's like, those are 2 completely different type of songs, and you put them in the same album and they flow You know what I'm saying, in their respective places. So
And you know what's crazy that like
it's just weird.
because I always thought about like because I always thought it was numbers, right? Like just somebody that's not
Yeah.
into shit.
Yeah.
So like I remember like recently you went to a Pusha T concert.
Yeah.
And it was at the Nova, right?
Yeah.
Bad Bunny just did SoFi and Staples Centers back to back,
Yeah.
and like you know, so that's just how I see it. This is just how I see it. I'm not saying either album is better than the other
Yeah.
one. I could have my opinion on which one I think is better or which one I like more, but I just always thought it was based off like fan base and like votes and shit like that. You know, that's just me being
Yeah.
outside into shit. But now that you're saying it like that, yeah, you can't blame the writer because it's at the end of the day that they just write it and then everybody the upper heads choose where.
Yeah, and in a
where it
way
gets placed.
too, we can't go to, you know, Trader Joe's looking for shit we get at the fucking
Food for less.
Food for Less or the tiendita. You know what I'm saying? So like we can't really expect them to completely grasp and understand this. We got to go to like Latin American publications or Billboard Latin, and they'll have a better understanding. That'll probably be number one on their list. I don't know what would be number one over them.
I disagree. I think it's a cop-out. I think it's a cop-out to excuse that. I think it relieves them of any responsibility to actually look at what's going on in culture, especially when you're tasked. If I'm a journalist, I got to care about it because that's what my job is. And if I'm a music journalist, I care about music. I can't just be like, hey, well, you know, we picked and this is personal and like I can't do that because it's beyond like it's up to me to know everybody. You know, I can't. No. I can't be like, oh yeah, I don't know who 42 Doug is because that's not my shit, or I don't know who like FKA Twigs is because I'm not from the UK and that's not my genre. I have to because I am presenting as this. If I'm a publication like Complex, I have a responsibility to relieve them of, hey, I get why it's 31 because maybe this or that, or they don't know better. Maybe that's what we should be looking. No, because this type of snub is why we don't see our shit in the Grammys, or why we don't see our shit being snubbed on like mainstream. Guess what? Bad Bunny is not Latin. Bad Bunny is the world. Bad Bunny is pop. Bad Bunny is American. Bad Bunny is mainstream.
Yeah.
So even if you were to tell me like it's not like a niche or whatever, they have these niches in these lists. Like, but to not have Bad Bunny like within that top 10, I just think is a major, like, I don't trust your opinion at that point.
Yeah, no, that's
Like,
and then what's crazy when you send it to us, I was like, and that's just something like I ain't gonna lie, if I would have seen that like on my page, I would have just been like, you know, I would have probably just scrolled through it. But when you start paying attention, and when you said it to us, I was like, get the fuck out of here. You're like, fool, and then you see a reply like, Rosalia's number 7. I was like,
Angie put that. Angie
you did. I was like, oh my God.
No, so I definitely, I get what you're saying, like, completely. And I also feel like they have that responsibility, but I don't personally have that confidence in them to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the confidence in them to do all that research. Unfortunately, it should be like that because they're also presenting themselves as a world, you know, pop culture like publication, right?
An authority in music.
But they're not doing the proper research. And I know that just from, you know, viewing their stuff, and like it's very leaning. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Pusha T was like number one. They're like Complex is Pusha T's biggest fan, which I'm a huge fan of. But they have certain favorite artists that you can tell. It's clear. It's like, oh, anything Pharrell and Pusha T, and you know, anything like that, it's like, oh, this is our favorite of the year. Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're very much stands for that whole like.
And I'm a stan. I'm a stan of Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi can do no wrong. Kendrick can do no wrong. And I'm known to not really fuck with Drake, but I promise you, I will respect and give flowers when he does great shit. God's Plan is an incredible song. The song that he had about women, like the one bigging up women,
Shawty, she don't want a slow song.
Oh yeah.
Lauryn
Hill.
Yeah.
What?
Nice for what?
Nice for what? Yeah,
Nice
like
for
I
What,
really appreciated that song. Probably, like I think just that whole rollout in that area. I was such a big supporter of Drake. I think there was also a time where he was at a club and he stopped the crowd because a guy was getting too touchy with the girl. And for me, I'm like, damn, you guys don't know how many times we act like deer in headlights because guys are either coming on too strong to us, and we wish we could have someone be like, cut that shit to the dude. And the fact that he did that, like, it's just like I can definitely give the props. That doesn't mean I like him. That doesn't mean I'm like he's my favorite artist or I'm gonna go to his show. But that does mean like I see you and I see what you did and I'm taking that into account.
Yeah.
Because that's my gig, you know.
Yeah.
But I think let's move on because we're about to wrap. I have to shout out to the girl that from Hot Dog on a Stick.
Hot dog on a stick.
Yeah, I put it in the group chat. I went to the Glendale Galleria and I went to Hot Dog on a Stick and I ordered my food and then I'm waiting to like do my Apple Pay and she just gives me my receipt and it says $0 and I was like, wait.
Oh,
and she's like,
shit.
Letty, I love you guys, love the podcast,
Wow.
all of that.
That's fine.
And
Gotta go to Hot Dog on a
she
Stick.
was like the main person out, like she was like the manager or something.
Yeah.
So like no one else could tell her shit like here it's on me or whatever. And we spent the time talking and I really want to show her love and she's I told her I'm gonna take you guys. She's like, oh my god, that would be so great. Her name is Gabriela, so shout out to Gabriela,
Shout out Gabriela.
from Hot Dog on a
Thank
Stick
you.
in Glendale Galleria. You a brown bag baddie, you a real one.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Brown
go.
bag baddie.
Oh,
Shout
one
out.
person I forgot to shout out. When I went to Chicago, shout out my barber, Astro in the Cuts. That's my Chicago barber. Every time I go, and he's a big watcher of the podcast. He was telling me everything like, yeah, I be watching you guys, da 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 da. So shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him and any barber. And if you have us on in the barber date, like
In the
at your
barber
barber shop,
Yeah.
shout out to you.
Shout out Depoy. Depoy be doing that.
I love it.
That's hard.
Okay, Sombra Sala, Angie's here.
Dígame.
With the cheese
The chismosa of the year.
Yeah, because this was wild.
This was wild, and I was like watching it closely. I'm like, oh my god,
You were on top of
this.
this.
Is gonna be like big. So we all saw the Cristian Nodal and J Balvin. So I don't know if you guys saw the post. What
Yeah.
J Balvin posted was a picture of Cristian Nodal's new look.
Yeah.
Which he dyed.
And it looks really similar
Very
to
similar
something
to
that Balvin did previously.
So he put a picture of Cristian Nodal's new haircut or new
Style.
Dye
look.
job, yeah.
And then next slide was picture of J Balvin. And then caption said, note the difference. Like
Yeah.
spot the difference.
Yeah.
Ha ha, he he. I took it as a joke because prior to that, like the day before, they were making fun of Cristian Nodal
Yes.
on Instagram, on Twitter. Yeah.
About his look.
You know what's
Yeah.
great? I seen that where they said, "Damn, we couldn't save him," or
Yeah,
something
I
like that. Like they were
Yeah.
throwing him hella shade because he looks bad. He not bad.
Yeah, so it was just the next day, J Balvin does that, and it was just like a little hee hee ha ha. No, Cristian Nodal goes and he likes that post, but then he takes a personal, posts on his story and says like, he starts being shady, and he's just like head nodding to Residente's diss song towards J Balvin. And
Throwing
then
that
yo lo hago nomás por divertirme, divertir, that part. And so then it just kept going back and forth. J Balvin hits him back with like a Belinda post. Mind you, that's his ex that he was was already engaged to. And then it just turned into a whole
Yeah,
like
she got president. They bringing your
Off
ex.
a freaking dye job.
Yeah.
Jesus.
everyone saw that. Even like Maluma was chiming in saying like, damn, why did everybody wake up so angry? Like, I want to start a fight. I want to fight. And then Residente sees Nodal's story and he posts Nodal like, fool, like, I support you.
Yeah.
Mind you, then Nodal says, I'm going to write a diss song because yo me pongo las botas picudas y eso te va a doler en el...
Yeah.
And the butt cheeks.
And the butt cheeks. So...
I love when Angie says bad words.
Yeah.
Oh, I just tried to censor it.
I love it.
And then, it turned into something huge. Like
Yeah.
a little joke.
And so he did drop the diss song.
He dropped the diss song, but afterwards he felt bad. And he didn't even like acknowledge it. He didn't promote it anymore. He went to his concert and he publicly said, you know what, J Balvin, I'm sorry. Like, this is my bad. So he did take that into account, but Nodal's mom did post that song. And that's how I heard about it. I'm like, oh, he really wrote
After you
that
follow
diss.
that fool's mom, Angie.
I have to be chismosa.
Angie, the super
Angie's
doña
in
de la
on it.
You follow my
ventana.
mom too?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I do.
Angie, for sure one of the señoras in the ventana, fool. Like,
Ahí contigo,
ya métese a la
güey.
verga.
¿Qué?
Ahí contigo, tú también cállate, güey, because you guys talk about your chisme together.
And you know
Who?
exactly what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. You're like,
Chisme
oh,
with
yeah,
Duno.
yeah, yeah.
No, I seen that thing though. I seen that when they're like, damn, we couldn't save him. Because I feel like taking pictures with fans and people, and he looks like a hella fucking like he looks like he does SoundCloud music.
No, that has just been going through things because there was also a video that he pulled the baby type of thing where he tried to kiss a fan.
Oh, he's just going
and
through
the
it.
girl was just like, eh.
No te kiss.
No, espérate.
You know what though? Like, it's crazy to me that Nodal apologized when it was J Balvin that low-key threw the first shot.
No.
J Balvin is the one that posted the picture into the side by side and said like spot the difference. But it's like, why is Nodal apologizing?
Yeah, that was my question too.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was funny. Like, if you understood like the context before, like people were already comparing Nodal's hair look.
Yeah,
with
but if J
Maluma and
Balvin
J
does
Balvin.
it, like if I'm Nodal, I'm gonna take that as a shot. Like that's
Like
Yeah.
full.
Yeah.
like, you're
Well, that was
posting-
the
you're
whole-
saying like but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So then why does Nodal have to apologize?
I just think Nodal was probably trying to be the bigger person.
Yeah.
I think Nodal's going
No.
through it. He's on some like, cause okay, that behavior is like, okay, I'm gonna go record this song right now. Da, da.
Yeah,
Then you drop
emotional.
it.
Yeah.
Then you drop it. You get it off your chest, and then you don't feel the same.
Yeah,
You know,
he
I feel like that's probably what happened. Now
apologizes.
he's like feels like remorseful, like, oh, I don't even know why I did that. Maybe he's even thinking like, wow, these people are making fun of me. Like, I feel like he's just going through it.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Bad.
sure.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So I feel some sympathy towards bro, because I feel like
Yeah.
girl just left you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know much about
I
Nodal.
like
Yeah.
how, I like how he was just like, girl just left you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
it's
bro.
just, it might just
So
feel-
women have that power, dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
N- He's okay. He was just caught a couple of days ago with the new girl.
That's
Kazu.
when you're hurting the most.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
he's
a rebound.
Yeah, that's when you're hurting the most.
Maybe him and Balvin could team up on Balvin's mental health app. And it
Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
it can actually
Maybe, or maybe
Drop it
Balvin,
on.
you asshole, instead of fucking making fun of him, help him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
if I fuck with Balvin.
So
We have the
you were
solutions.
team Nodal.
No, but I get it. Like Balvin made fun of him.
Yeah.
Everyone was
clowned
making
him.
fun of
Yes,
him.
but it's different when your
But also-
peer does. Like literally, a random person can make fun of me, but when someone is calling me out, like on a big platform, I'll be like, "All right, dog. Like, what is it? You want to joke?
Yeah.
I'll joke too." And then it just got too heated.
And then I think also, J Balvin, like, bro, you can see signs when people are going through it. And J
Yeah.
Balvin is a big advocate of like mental
Mental health.
health.
Well, that was
and
Nodal's.
like, and then it was like big on mental health and like how are we gonna show love. And like how to support people when they're going through shit. Like instead of I get it, maybe he was just joking. Maybe he was just having a sense of humor. Because I made fun of Vic's fit before I posted it on my story.
Yeah.
But I know the homie's not going through it, and he just didn't recently get divorced and engaged or whatever the fuck. You know, or maybe there's just more to it. But I feel like Nodal thinks like, damn, fool, we're in the same industry. Like, you know, you understand what we go through sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was like a personal thing. I just think it's like, damn, bro, you're hitting me at my lowest, and I'm not like I'm already hearing it from everybody. Like,
Yeah.
I already look like shit. I already
Yeah.
feel like shit, and then I'm not sure, were they friends previously?
no, they don't know each other.
Well, yeah, of course
That's
you can
even
take it as a
weirder.
diss, then Angie.
Yeah.
I saw it and I
Angie,
thought,
Angie,
So J Balvin liked to post. Now he
Yeah.
can't say anything
I know
bad
now
about
she's
it.
Team J Balvin.
Yeah, wow.
Choose.
we love you, Balvin here.
I love.
Doesn't Nodal follow us?
No.
Who's the one that follows?
Larry Hernandez.
Larry Hernandez.
Hi, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
Hola, Larry.
He's doing a raffle, so if you guys need tickets for a G-Wagon, get your
Are you
money
doing it
in the
with him?
raffle.
Why are you promoting that
Nice.
shit? What the fuck?
So what are you doing?
What is she doing on the
Angie up right
side?
now.
Questions.
Angie
Damn.
up right now.
No,
Little
thank-
do we know, she's running his social media. She's like, oh, look, he
Facts.
follows us. Like, it's all
It's
you.
me. It's me.
Shout out Larry Hernandez.
She's a double
Yeah.
agent.
Larry Hernandez, if you want to give the brown bag a G-Wagon, we will take it.
Angie
Yeah.
pulls up in one.
Facts. It'll be our
Guys.
team car,
Yeah.
but we'll
Oh
keep
my-
it at my house.
Alright.
That's
Oh my
fine.
God,
She has enough
fucking
Mercedes.
Angie's dating Larry Hernandez in like 2 weeks.
No.
No.
I would love that for
Pero
you.
boca se te haga chicharrón. No, thank you.
What did you say?
Yeah. She said that thank you for listening and watching this episode. That was episode 50 of
Yeah.
Brown Bag.
50.
Plenty more to come.
And stay tuned for episode.
51.
Oh, I'm surprised. Never. Don't stay tuned for shit.
The cliffhanger is
Por
like,
eso no les digo nada, güey.
Fucking
Okay.
don't stay tuned for shit.
Yeah.
We're not doing shit.
For shit.
We're not. We're fucking. I'm gonna go take a shit.
Bye.
all right, adios.